in King County this year, there will be over 200 meal sites located at parks, libraries, community centers, apartment complexes, schools, all of the places where kids live and learn and play during the summer months.
This is Hourglass, the podcast for United Way of King County in Seattle. Coming up, Kids Eat Free. We'll discuss the statewide free summer meals program. Sponsored by United Way of King County and our partners, the free summer meals program provides free meals to youth under 18 while school is out for the summer. We'll chat with members of United Way staff about free summer meals and summer EBT, a program that helps families buy food for their school-age children during the summer. We'll also hear a special message from United Way of King County President and CEO Gordon McHenry Jr. and discuss a local volunteer opportunity. I'm your host, Joe Burris. Thanks for tuning in. The school year is almost over, which means soon it will be time for summer vacation, summer camps, summer activities, summer parties, and just all around summer fun. But for many families, particularly those who struggle to make ends meet year-round, it's also a time for summer stress. When school is out, free and reduced meals stop, which means summer can put an added strain on a family's food bill. When factoring in weekly meals provided by the National School Lunch Program and the School Breakfast Program, families must provide at least 10 additional meals per week during the summer. An Urban Institute report said that child obesity rates increase in the summer, as some households may rely on cheaper, less healthy foods to stretch their budgets. In addition to the summer stress of grocery costs, there's the summer slide. Also known as summer learning loss, it refers to the regression of skills learned, particularly in math, reading, and writing, during long breaks from school like the summer months. Several reports have shown that food insecurity, including during months when school is out, can have harmful consequences on short and long-term learning. At United Way of King County, we know that good nutrition and solid education outcomes go hand in hand. That is why from late June through the end of August, we and our partners sponsor the free summer meals program to children under 18 at more than 200 sites in King County alone. Free summer meals programs are open to all families and don't require any paperwork. Kids can just show up and grab a meal. Many sites also offer fun activities to help kids stay active and engaged when school is out. United Way is proud to partner with the City of Seattle, No Kid Hungry, Hunger Free Washington, and the Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction to provide free summer meals and help ease the financial burdens on families this time of year. We also support the federal summer EBT program that puts grocery money into the pockets of families each summer. Also known as SunBucks, summer EBT provides families with $120 per eligible child to help pay for groceries during the summer. Like the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, SunBucks can be used to buy food at ventures such as grocery stores, supermarkets, and farmers markets. Hourglass has invited 3 staff members to chat about these valuable programs: Sarah Seelmeyer, United Way Associate Director for Ending Hunger; Elsa Young, United Way Food Security Impact Manager; and Alexis Silva, United Way Community and Volunteer Engagement Manager. We begin with Sarah, who will discuss the origins of our efforts to tackle food insecurity during the summer.
United Way has been working on summer hunger for over 10 years. That work has historically involved supporting summer meal sites across our county that provide breakfast, lunch, and often even supper to kids in our community. But over the last few years, we've also supported work on pandemic EBT and now summer EBT, which is a permanent program that provides grocery benefits to families during the summer months to purchase food to help support making ends meet during the summer when families are spending a little bit more money on groceries as well.
Where are summer meal sites? How easy is it for a young person to just get a meal from us?
Yeah, there are summer meal sites all across King County and all across Washington State and the United States. In King County this year, there will be over 200 meal sites located at parks, libraries, community centers, apartment complexes, schools, all of the places where kids live and learn and play during the summer months. Families can visit freesummermeals.org to find a map of the sites nearest to them, and that map will be live a little bit closer to the start of the summer.
And so what are some meals, foods that people can expect when they come up to our summer meal site? Are they the same that they would eat during the school year?
Yeah, the Summer Meals Program is a federally funded program through the U.S. Department of Agriculture. So just like the school meals program, meals are required to meet nutrition standards. They're typically pretty healthy. So meals will include protein, fruits and vegetables, milk, and they typically look a lot like the meals that kids would receive during the school year. I know I've seen some pretty tasty sandwiches, pasta salads, foods like that out at summer meal sites.
And so do the kids have to eat the summer meals on site, or can they take them home with them?
That's a great question. During the pandemic, kids were allowed to pick up meals and take it home with them. But since the pandemic ended, traditional rules that prevent kids from taking their food off site are back in place. And so at the majority of sites here in King County, kids do need to eat their meal on site and not take any of that food home.
Where do we see most of the young people coming out for summer meals?
You know, communities across King County are accessing summer meal sites. I've seen busy sites everywhere from Bothell to Federal Way and everywhere in between. Mm-hmm. But we know that most of the need in King County is really in South Seattle and South King County. Mm-hmm. And so we work with our partners to make sure that there are more meal sites available in those neighborhoods and that those meal sites offer longer service windows.
The summer EBT program was implemented last year in 37 states, the District of Columbia, all 5 U.S. territories, and by 2 tribes. Elsa says that like free summer meals, most families need not sign up for the program to take part.
Summer EBT, or Sunbucks as it's called in Washington, is kind of a unique program in that most kids who are eligible actually don't need to submit an application. Mm-hmm. So most eligible kids will be enrolled automatically in the program through their participation either in free school meals or other public assistance programs like SNAP or TANF. So the vast majority of kids that'll receive summer EBT benefits don't need to submit an additional application. There is a small subset of families that need to do that, and there's an application that's available on the DSHS website.
And so does that go on as long as school is out and then it stops when school reconvenes?
So the way that it works is families receive a one-time payment of $120 per eligible child. Okay. So it's intended to be $40 a month, and DSHS just estimates the summer as being 3 months long. And so it's a one-time payment of $120 per child.
So when all you talk to some of these parents, some of these kids that are recipients of this, what do they tell you?
You know, I have been surprised by how I shouldn't be surprised, but I've been surprised by how popular summer EBT is and how widely known it has become. You know, it is a new program. Last summer was the first summer that summer EBT was available to families. And we have heard from so many parents who say that this made a real difference in their ability to afford groceries during the summer. We received a lot of questions already of, is this program coming back? Okay. A lot of excitement about the program, and so generally has been really well received. We also know in Washington that we had more families who actually ended up qualifying for the program than we initially anticipated. More than 600,000 kids across Washington state received summer EBT last year, which was about 50,000 more kids than we initially expected.
I also think that there has been just such a positive reception around the fact that there's not a whole lot of administrative burden for families. They don't need to submit an additional application or fill out an additional form. For most families, they just receive a benefits card in the mail, and it's as simple as that, and they can go out and spend it that same day.
Now, I remember maybe it was last year, United Way sort of led an effort to break down stigma about receiving free meals. Where does that stand now? And just talk about some of the origins of that.
Yeah, we know that stigma is one of the biggest factors that can prevent kids from accessing summer meals programs or can even prevent families from accessing the various food assistance programs that are available to them. We work really hard with our partners to make sure that summer meal sites feel welcoming and open to all. We do that by having fun games and activities that kids can participate in when they're on site. So they're not just there for a free meal, they're also there for the same kinds of fun summer activities that every kid in our community is participating in. We know that this summer may be particularly tough, particularly for children of immigrant backgrounds who may feel less safe accessing summer meal sites in the community. And so we are working especially hard to make sure that those sites remain welcoming and that there isn't any safety risk to participants in accessing the program this year.
And Alexis is here to call on volunteers to support our summer meals efforts during a June 13th outreach event in Burien.
We're really excited to be hosting a free summer meals awareness campaign. And as said, it's going to be on June 13th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Burien Community Center. This community power event invites volunteers to just team up either on foot or by car to place yard signs and help spread the word about this wonderful program and how it's available to youth across King County. And this is just more about signs. It's about showing up for families. As we've heard throughout this podcast, every summer when school lets out, thousands of kids lose that access that they're relying on during the year. And this program really helps fill the gap by offering nutritious meals and, as said, no paperwork, no extra sign up, just a welcoming place to come and eat. And, as families are facing the rising costs with fewer support system, this program is offering more than food. It's dignity, relief, a sense of community. And at a time when our sector is facing real challenges and people are facing real challenges, one thing remains steady, and that's our commitment. We are united in our belief that no child should go hungry. And so we're asking you to show up with us. Bring a car, a friend, a little bit of time, and a lot of heart, because together we know that we can make sure that every family knows where they can find those meals and where they can find that community, and that they're not facing the summer alone.
Great. Perfect. And lastly, if I am a parent hearing this, if I'm a child hearing this, where do I turn to know where it's going to be? When's it start? How do I get involved in this?
Yeah, for more information about the free summer meals program or summer EBT, also known as Sunbucks, families can visit freesummermeals.org for all the information they need to know.
Perfect. Alexis and Elsa and Sarah, thank you all so much.
Of course. Thank
you.
Again, for more information, log on to freesummermeals.org. And now a word from United Way of King County President and CEO Gordon McHenry Jr.
I'm talking with you today because when I'm out in our region, people ask me, how are you doing? How is United Way doing? And I'm here to tell you that we understand there is a lot of chaos, there is a lot of anxiety, there is fear and deep concern for the well-being of our most vulnerable residents. And at United Way of King County, we are still here. We are still focused on supporting members of our community with their basic needs. We're still identifying and advocating for systems change to prevent so much socioeconomic challenges in our region. We're working hard to raise important resources that empower our delivery of services and empower our partners in community services. For us, we're going to stay focused on what matters most, and what matters most is the well-being of the Puget Sound region. Stay strong, stay close to us, we will stay close to you, and we will find a way to move forward as a community, notwithstanding the challenges that are around us every single day. Take good care. Thank you.
Do you love food and providing nourishment to local communities? The University District Food Bank is looking for volunteers to help serve food to members of its community. If you have just a few hours a week to give, you can make an impact on people's lives. University District Food Bank has volunteer opportunities Monday through Saturday, with some shifts during evening hours. For more information, log on to udistrictfoodbank.org. At United Way of King County, we are working side by side with communities to build an equitable future for everyone. Hourglass United Way is a podcast that highlights how we and our partners spend time making a difference in our communities. Our work is made possible by the generous donations from people like you. Please send comments and suggestions about our podcast to hourglassunitedway@gmail.com. To learn more about our work or to support United Way, log on to uwkc.org. I'm your host, Joe Burris. Thanks for listening. Until next time.